everyone, this is Ankita and you're watching my channel World Through My Eyes. So today's video is all about 20 resolutions for 2020. Um, I'm a person who likes to have interesting resolutions every year. Some I able to achieve and some I don't, but it's okay. At least I'm making progress in life. So let's get some good habits in our daily routines and break some bad habits from our lives. And I've listed down all my ideas in this interesting, very creative notebook. Yeah, let's get started. So the goals, I have divided these goals into 4 categories, 5 in each category, so that makes it 20. So these 4 categories are health, self-development, career, and relationships. Let's start with health. So health is a very important, whether it's physical health or mental health. I am trying to list some aspects of mental health and some aspects of physical health in these 5 resolution ideas. So the number one I would want to inculcate in next year is the habit of meditation. Basically, at least have the habit of 15 minutes meditation a day. It's not difficult. I've done it before and it's definitely one of the most calming and peaceful way to start your day. Yeah, so either you can do it in the morning or in the evening. At least 10 to 15 minutes meditation a day would help. There are so many guided meditations options available. Um, and you can check so many guided meditation YouTube videos, or there are apps like Calm or Headspace. These are very helpful apps to get on to meditation. The second habit I'm going to talk about is take some challenge which you want to finish by the end of 2020. So I'm getting into yoga. I've always been on and off about yoga earlier. There are a lot of interesting classes in the city which I take, and then I do it for a few weeks and then I drop off. But I definitely want to have one goal in yoga this year, which is headstand. I always have been very much intrigued by doing headstand on my own. I do it right now as well with the support of wall, but doing without any support would be difficult and much challenging. So that is my second resolution. The third one in the health is again something related to mind, which is morning pages. I have heard about this way of journaling from a very famous YouTuber, Lavender, and she has been talking about morning pages a lot, and that I tried earlier. I in 2018 I did morning pages almost every day throughout the year, and that was quite helpful because that was one of the most difficult years for me. But yes, I think I want to do it again. It's a way to just put all your thoughts in the morning onto pages. You can decide on the number of pages, half a page, 2 pages. It's all on you, but it's an interesting way to start your day. Yeah, so morning pages. The fourth one would be another goal in physical health. That would be able to run a 10K marathon. I have never been a running person. I enjoy body weight exercises or gym. I have never tried running so for me it's a big deal to get onto running, but I do want to try it definitely. Nothing stops. It's better to try before letting it go, right? So, and one of the goals to hit with running is to get to do at least one 10K marathon this year. Yeah, so running. The fifth one I want to have a goal is a targeted, I wouldn't say weight, because weight is a function of not just fat, it's muscles. How, but I would want to have measurement. I would want to track my body this year with measurements, and that would be more appropriate than the weight. But yeah, one weight goal this year. So the next category I want to talk about is the career, and the number one which stands is learn new skills. It's one of the best way to grow in your current company, or if you're looking for a job, is to have more skills appropriate to what you are interested in and what your industry or field demands. Can get on to learning more about website making, Excel skills, PowerPoint skills, whatever it is appropriate to you. The second one I want to talk about is the having a side hustle. There are many videos on YouTube all about what are the side hustles one can take to make more money. You can have alternate income source. I am trying to have a YouTube channel as a side hustle, so you can either start a YouTube channel or a podcast, anything that makes your something you look forward to in your daytime, and you're more into it. It should be attached to what you're really into. Yeah, so second is the side hustle. Third I want to have is, it is linked to the first one, that learning new skill, but it is more specific, which I want to tackle on, is the art of public speaking. That is something which is very critical, and as you progress in your career, public speaking will be it'll add a zing to your profile, and it'll be a nice thing to be able to have a very interactive way of addressing an audience, and and public speaking, more and more take up those projects, or take up those presentations in your office, where you go and talk and present. Initially it'll be difficult, but as you progress in your career, it'll get easier and easier, and you'll start enjoying it. The fourth thing I want to talk about is networking. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad thing to do. It's basically getting to know more number of people who are from the same fields as you are, and it's a very good way to learn more and to know what opportunities are out there for you. And hence networking and connecting to the groups, meetups, will definitely be a very helpful way. And the fifth resolution would be for anybody who is looking to change a job, switch to another place, better industry, whatever it is, but job switch would be another resolution. If you're not enjoying it, definitely not if you're enjoying it. So the next category of the goals for 2020 is self-development, and the first one in that is to read more books. I have a goal of reading 24 books in 2020, basically 2 books a month. And yes, everyone talks about reading book as the most essential habit to have, but imagine that somebody, the author, has put in years of effort and energy to have written that book, and you are able to learn that in a matter of few days is just amazing. And the best way to develop your skill set, or anything, is to read more books. You can read more books, hear more books, audiobook, anything. I would also include a podcast in it. I think any good source of inspiration and motivation to take action is welcome in our lives. The next thing I want to talk about is to have your own personal website, or have your own blog post where you get into the habit of writing and expressing your ideas. It's a best way to be able to structure your thoughts and be more expressive. And yeah, it tells a lot about your your skills and your ideas to the world. Yeah, so the third thing is I want to talk about for myself is the driving. I still don't know driving and been trying to get into that learning phase since ages. But yes, 2020, I want to be able to drive and definitely go for some long drives with my husband. The fourth one I want to talk about is routines. Routines. Morning routine, evening routine, your weekend routine, or whatever. Just have good routine, a personalized one for yourself, which you enjoy, which will give you that time and energy to do anything extra apart from what your job or career demands for yourself, whether it might be getting some few hours early in the morning for a side hustle or writing or dancing or fitness, anything. But routines help us to get that time to ourselves, and also that is a best way to not get into a rut or not get overwhelmed, because you have your own calm time in the morning or in the evening. Yes, that's one of the self-development goal I have, to be able to have best routines for myself in 2020. The fifth and last one is to have less screen time. I lately I have been good in terms of reducing the screen time for myself. I have deleted Instagram from my phone because I was addicted to it. I was wasting hours and hours together. Instead of creating something, I was consuming something. So I have set a goal for 2020 to have lesser and lesser screen time for yourself, whether it's phone or laptop, any source, and get into more of creative zone and rather consuming zone. So yes, creating videos for YouTube or writing something for my blog would be the best way to ensure that I am having less screen time for myself. The fourth and last category for 2020 goal is to have better relationships with yourself and with family members. The first thing in that, to have trips, solo trip or trip with your partner or trip with your family and friends. Just plan some weekend getaways or some extended trips throughout the year so that you don't get burned out and yeah, you enjoy and have memories. The second thing which I want to talk about is this is personally for myself, is to have some family parties. I want to be a host and cook the dinners for friends and families to enjoy, have a meal together and have a good time. The third one I want to have is plan some activity with your partner, anything which you enjoy, which you and partner both enjoy, whether it's taking part in a sport or yoga classes or long drives or walking or reading, anything, any kind of classes which you both enjoy. That helps in strengthening your relationship with your partner, and you get to know more about your partner. So what more do you want? The fourth one is to catch up more with my friends. I've not been good at this. I've never been good at this. I definitely want to have a better relationships with my friends. Yeah, maybe girls' night out, some kind of small weekend getaway. That would help to be back on track in terms of having a strong relationship with my friends. And the fifth one is to take some time off for yourself and doing some activity which you enjoy, and do it alone. Spend some time alone. Basically get to know yourself, about yourself more, and anything that you like to do. Watch a movie alone, go out on a solo trip, or write it out, or just do some activity or learning, anything that for yourself. Basically any way to get to know more about yourself. This category is all about relationship, and the one you need to strengthen the most is the relationship with yourself. So yeah, accept yourself, get to be more aware about who you are and what you want in life, and any medium that would help you to achieve that is welcome. So yeah, that's my last resolution for 2020.